so many times. It reminds you of the MSI 2022 where Faker and Xiaohu were constantly playing these roaming mids, the Galio in particular, that really stood out. And it's a pick that Faker is so famous for because his decision-making is so good on the champion.
And it does provide another frontliner here pretty much. Obviously, Galio doesn't really build tank, but at least another thick body in the front so that Xayah can do some decent damage. Maybe Nar can chip away. They don't have a huge amount of damage in this composition, but they do have insane team fighting and lockdown and you know, like multi-man CC with Galio and Rakan alone.
The rank Galio skin too.
The one that is not a skin?
Yes.
I'm partial to the chicken one.
Not if it's Faker, though.
Not if it's Faker, obviously.
But yes, otherwise the BBQ chicken one that's not affiliated with BBQ in any way is by Lehens. And feel really good about this. I mean, it's ghosts on both sides. Now, Keria taking some additional damage, of course, so there is a little bit of pressure here, and they should be able to force their way to a level 2 advantage. As owner, this is a very early level 2 gank coming through. Lehens doesn't obviously have Polymorph. They realize, too, they see Keria and Guma coming, and they're like, you know what? This is actually going to hurt Owner's early game.
Okay, not going to stop the back, but
taking a bathroom break in a Spo TV game back in the day.
Yeah, that meta was not very forgiving for those types of issues when every game was like 55 minutes. Fun times. Here comes the Destiny Gate as they are looking to collapse hardcore, but in they go a little bit too deep. Faker with the zoning ult. Free-man taunt as he's just trying to help his team kill Cuz, and that he will. Now the turn comes in. Cuz will go down.
Everybody's really low here against the Serie, though.
Yeah, the Serie coming in. Another double knock-up as Owner super low. Faker super low, and now we do have level 6 for Guma. He's trying to turn it around, but so many kills going the way the side of KT.
Because it's so hyped, man. Because he knows this fight is won by KT. They take 1,000 gold to lead now. Zeri picks up a kill. 2 kills for BDD here bottom side. But watch the heroics here because Extendo Beam hits only Keria. And then the wall ride here from aiming is great. Faker ults here, but it's not high value. He has to get the triple taunt to prevent everybody from chasing. And Cuz, he's clapping and laughing after this play because his sacrifice here pulls T1 to the left side of this fight where there's no retreat. Keria is just, again, trying to buy time with his Glacial Augment here. Slow's coming through. But aiming picks up kills, BDD's picking up kills. The whole T1 comp falls apart. Double kill here for BDD, and then top side they get a flash. The play happens subsequently.
I was trying to follow up something there, you know, Owners got kicked, so maybe they could have made something happen. Not meant to be.
It's going to be the Herald, and this is what I was talking about. Zeus, man, you have no flash. He's got ult.
Uh-oh, Zeus is in so much trouble. Gold card comes in. The Q should be enough. Stops him mid-hop, and they give that kill to BDD. As now he is 3-0.
Yeah, and Keen's not going to be the only one who loses out here because, well, he lost the kill, but he's not going to lose out on everything because he's going to be able to pick up this plate gold here with the crash coming through.
That he did in the last game to help just get more pick potential. Speaking of which, looking for this now as Faker is here with the counter ultimate. Owner going in, they're trying to burst down the Vi. Do they have enough damage? The Q from Faker goes on a BDD, not onto Cuz. Now he's in some trouble. It's 2v2. Looks like it should go the way of KT as Cuz will survive. They're looking to take down Owner, but he's going to get the execute. And maybe now he's going to turn it around. Somehow, some way, BDD flashes and gets away with a kill. How did he manage that?
Unbelievable. BDD makes it happen. The ult comes through from Guma, and he's not able to get this. Owner played that so well, but the Q misses. BDD is able to get away. 4 kills now on this Twisted Fate. He's 4-0-3, 100% kill contribution. Mentioned it. We'll watch this fight one more time. BDD is up 3 levels here. He's got a Vi, and Faker's over here. Ult's in, and the ult does not really hit. The taunt comes through. He has the Everfrost. The Q not going to hit the Vi at all. The Owner's like, maybe I come back over here and help this. BDD, of course, takes up a lot of this damage, has the stopwatch here. And Owner gets the execute, but it misses this follow-up Q.
I think he missed as well.
Yeah.
They did it like slightly early. Not 100% really sure, but
really good play from Lehens, the flash wild growth to make sure he gets out of there. That was actually so.
But like, no, like KT's good enough. They will smack you down if you go a little bit too far, and I feel like we're seeing a little bit of that once again here early on in Game 4.
Now it is Chemtech Soul, so this is pretty huge. Okay, hold on.
Here we go, going deep, and this is what this comp can do. There is no escape for Guma. He doesn't have ult, he doesn't have flash. Guess what? He used it desperately to try to kill BDD.
Keria here looks like he will survive.
Okay, a little bit of a flank, but Zeus is not a Meganar. He's desperately trying to kill a TF, and he will as Boomerang comes out. The damage from aiming is pretty huge, though. We might have a second Serie moment as he picks up 2 more kills.
Yeah, and now your TP is down on your Gnar as well, so Zeus doesn't even survive. He's the one who gets the shutdown. That's not who you want to give the gold to, but your AD carry died so early, it doesn't even matter.
I mean, you can be anywhere as Keen is in a little bit of trouble, does have the counter-strike. They're just cutting him out. Is able to kick him farther away, but it might not matter as Keen should go down. One more auto, and Zeus does pick that up. So all of a sudden, you know, Zeus with the shutdown and an extra kill, he's beginning to line his pockets a little bit, but it's not nearly as much as this giant TF has at this point.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Serie.
Remember last time when we had this fed Serie for Guma?
Spot in this game.
Yeah, certainly. Keria looking for an aggressive play here with Owner. They could get caught. Twisted Fatal.
Here we go once again. Might have a little bit of a team fight. Faker's all the way up in the top lane. So he could TP. Okay, he is going to TP into this one. We are opting into a 5v5 as KT.
Yeah, Keen here looking for the follow-up.
Might not matter, but will it as the Vi is getting low. They take out the Vi. KT went a little bit too fast. And Furious, they do get the 1 kill to T1, but KT still with the lead, and the incredibly scary carries will push T1 away for now.
No objective to take or anything like that for another minute here, so Vi will come back up. Zeus trying to frontline set up a Narbar, so the engage is real, and if the follow-up there is not as crisp from T1, if the counter-strike is timed a little bit better from Keen when they decide to go in there mid-turret.
Yeah. I think you need a little bit more finesse with this KT comp. You can't just sprint at them, you know? You got to be careful. They still have insane amounts of CC, like... Yeah, you are a Vi and you are ahead, your team's ahead. As I say that, they are just going to ham-fist it underneath this turret. Let's see how deep they can go as Cuz is living, and he will open up 2 kills more for the Serie.
100% worth, you know? I mean,
yeah, this time it works.
You've eliminated the AD carry of your opponent, so you're going to continue to deny farm. And there should be a second Drake going over to KT as well, not the most impactful one. As, yeah, Owner thinks better of actually taking that Q. And Keen's going to come clear some vision here, and they're going to commit to the Drake. They have enough damage to do this. And with all these turrets down, they can just group S3 here without any cost. Like, yeah, you don't have a jungler, but it doesn't matter because you have the damage to do this, and there's no cross map where your solo laners need to be.
Chill, let's wait. And they gave a lot of time to the Kassadin and the Serie in that game. As, well, might have another skirmish here on the bottom side of the map as Faker's going in, 2-man taunts, but the damage not quite there. Zeus in a lot of trouble. The gold card hits as everybody is just being run down. Zeus gonna go down as well. Another double kill for aiming. Is that his 4th in this game? Because now he's looking for a Guma here. He has to go into his stopwatch, but I think he'll be totally fine with that as Faker is going to be food for the Serie once again. Cool taunt bro, they say. As now aiming is 9-0.
9 kills on the Serie. It's insane how much he's been able to do. His positioning is so good. That's a Baron play here on the side of KT now. His Owner is alive here, and he is on the flank trying to get some additional information.
They know. And he's looking for him.
Yeah, and there's the trinket. They push him out, and this should be Elysian that is getting out of here, or one way or another.
He's so fast as, yeah, Owner's dead.
Yeah, he's just dead.
And he's going to get over the wall here.
Oh?
Nice. Okay. What? Just...
All right, just focus.
Kill the Baron.
KT focus. Okay, panic.
No, they have lost focus, Wolf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to, as they end up losing out the kill. The follow-up there on the Baron is a little bit regrettable, and I think KT fans are stressed, and as now T1 are going to start this up because KT are very far away.
They're just making it interesting for the fans, I think, as Guma has to go to the Featherstorm here. We do get the engage onto aiming, but Keria is all alone. And unfortunately, Rakan does not have much damage. That is a ton of damage into the Serie, though, as that got more close than it should have been. But they still will win the fight very handily. Should be able to take down the Baron.
I've never seen a Serie have a moment like that. Barely surviving. Immortal Shield Bow pretty good. She barely gets out there. If she dies, maybe a different story. Maybe T1 can actually contest, but it's 3 kills going over now. That is Baron. And now very likely the game going into KT Rolster's favor to bring us to Silver Scrapes, because there's just too much of an advantage. You have 10 kills on the Serie now. And going back to this, it's Guma who's polymorphed here. BDD for the follow-up. Gold card is denied by the ultimate initially here. And then Owner's Q is pretty perfect, but notice that even 1v2, there's enough here with the Serie. Aiming, having that shield bow buys him just enough health to survive.
Yeah.
Very close line, the Jax, the Serie.
They are really trying to force this turret down, and yeah, they're going to get it, but Faker might just die as he is going to ult away.
Look at Aiming on the long con flank. He's coming all the way around.
Not much of a wombo combo here, but the 5 are together as Aiming still not here, and it might not matter as finally they will take out Keen.
It matters a lot, though. He's not here. He did nothing.
They're going to
have the combo.
Let's see if they can actually get Aiming, as the Q is in there, but everybody on the side of T1 is just kind of being zoned, corralled into a corner.
Keen has teleport here, but now KT have to get out of here.
So much for being safe, right? Like,
yeah.
What is happening in this game?
Okay, this is a really tough fight for KT in this choke. Faker's here, has flash.
He does have the, you know, if this were old Galio, maybe he would have had the 5-man taunt.
Oh, yeah.
Not the way it's meant to be, and I think KT are just going to say, well, that was a little scary. Let's take the Chemtech Soul.
As you can see, Extendo Beam. From a head like this, Runins is so oppressive for Siege, and
realistically, as long as KT don't make any mistakes, they should be able to take down all the inhibitors and the game.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe we're going to 5. It looks like Valdez.
Looks like it. Pony knew the whole time.
He knew, man. He's always right with these preds. Scary.
The only 3-2 predictors is in a lot of trouble here. He's going to have to back away. Owner is dead. It's desperation moment for T1 as they cannot stop the onslaught of KT at the end of this game. Game number 4 should almost definitely go the way of KT. It looks like they will take down the turrets. Although T1 are desperate to try to stop it once again. They get in. Finally, a charm is hitting, but it does not matter. Down will go the turrets, and we will have Silver Scrapes in the Telecom War.
Telecom War, round 2, top of the bracket. KT picked this team. Lehens is waving to the crowd here. And man, was this game not close at any time. T1 falling apart early in some of those early skirmishes, and once again, BD